everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I wanted to share the colouring books and supplies that I've purchased during March. I was also very kindly gifted a few of these items which I'm very appreciative for, so thank you very much to those of you. And yeah, let's just get started. So I'm going to firstly show you some of the things that you can get your hands on that are free, which is absolutely amazing. The first thing is the Colouring Checklist Challenge 2.0. So this was created by Colour and Chat with Sammy, who I'm sure you are all aware of. She did one of these last year from April 2020 to April 2021 now. So the first one has finished. And the idea behind this was that there was a series of challenges to go through during lockdown, and as I said, this is the second one. So this is a free printable. You can go over to her community tab. I think she might have put something on Instagram about it as well. And yeah, it's just a free download with all of the prompts. I'm going to be doing a video soon actually, sharing all of the pictures that I coloured for these challenges. I didn't quite get it done, but I did have so much fun doing it. So there are quite a number of them, and I've managed to tick off quite a few just from one picture. So you can either do a page for each prompt or have multiple ones as she shows. And yeah, I'm really excited to do more of it, but I thought I would mention that to you because it is such a great way of having prompts for your pages, especially if you're not feeling very motivated to colour. It really does give you those ideas that hopefully can spark some inspiration for you. So that's the first thing, and I have just stuck it in my colouring journal just to have it handy. I think I already showed this last month, but I just wanted to show it again and also show what I've done with it. So this was a free printable that a Go to Pop illustration has created. She is on Instagram with these two accounts, and yeah, this is what I've done with it so far. I thought I'd mention it again just because we're still in the spring time, and I've actually used some Zig watercolour brush pens on this, and I'm not the best with them, but I had a go, and yeah, I'm not sure whether I'll necessarily complete all of it, but it was really fun to just test them out on these small illustrations. So I do talk about it in more depth in my February haul, but you can definitely get this, and I think it's a great thing to have all of these small illustrations and be able to just colour a bit every now and then. So that is that. And then along with Worlds of Wonder, which is Joanna Basford's new book, she's actually given away some free printables that kind of go along with the book. So you get 3, and there is a link to this particular page on her site when you get the book, and you just input your email to say you're interested in joining, and then you get these free illustrations and also some existing PDFs. So this is one of them. This is your certificate of membership, and this is the idea that she's created for her new book, which is The Secret Society of Curious Colourists. And as you can see, I've started colouring this, and I have actually taken inspiration from Shelley on Instagram. I will put her Instagram name down below. And I loved her colour palette, so I decided to do that. And I'm just working on it bit by bit. So I've done this corner and I'll work my way around. And I'm using markers. And I'm really having so much fun with it so far. I've printed it onto some paper, which I'll be showing in a minute. But that is the first one that you get. And these are all exclusive to the particular link. The next one is this mushroom page, which I think is really lovely, and this is a symmetrical illustration. Again, this is exclusive to Worlds of Wonder, so this isn't actually in the book. These 3 illustrations are separate to the book, but I love this one. Weaker Colour's done a wonderful rendition of this page. And then finally we have this one, which is a butterfly mandala, which I think is gorgeous as well. So these are just a lovely addition to the book, and really generous of Joanna to, include these for us. So I think there's a couple of pages that are the PDFs that she's done tutorials for and things like that. So yeah, they are the illustrations that you get with that link. Okay, so now onto these. Now these are the Brutfuner or Brutfuner colour pencils. I say Brutfuner, I don't really know if I'm saying it right. These pencils have been talked about a lot in the colouring community recently, and the wonderful Sue, who's been an amazing supporter of the channel, and she's pretty much been here since the very beginning, very generously offered to send me the money to buy these, and I was so excited. These are amazing pencils. I love them. And around the colouring community, they're kind of classed as budget friendly pencils, but the way they perform, you would never know. The price at the moment is kind of up and down. When they were on Amazon when I got them, I think they were about £28. Obviously for 120 set, that's amazing. They are on and off Amazon as well, so I was very lucky at the time that they were on Amazon, but you do have to be quite quick if you see them. So they come in a tin. I haven't yet got a case for them, but I probably will, and I'll just read you what's on the back here. It says Brutfuner blendable pencils are the perfect colouring solution. Rich, vibrant pigments and expertly balanced shades provide superior blending. Whether you're a beginner, a hobbyist or a professional artist, these premium pencils are ideal for all your creative work, from quick sketches to intricate details. So if I show you inside the tin, I have done a swatch for them. So I did swatch them on the paper that came with this, which is great because I can keep it in the tin. I don't think I'll swatch it again in my swatch book. I'm very happy with how they are laid out. I swatched them in the order that they came as well. So some of them aren't quite in the right order, but it doesn't matter because obviously it's on the swatch. So you get that, and then there's 3 trays of colour pencils in plastic trays. So if you're not a fan of them, then you probably would want to get a case, but they do have the handles that make it easy to lift them in and out. Some of them are missing at the moment because I'm using them for a project, and I will show you what I've worked on with these so far as well. So yeah, you get 3 trays and they're absolutely wonderful. I did try testing out how they worked with different sharpeners, and I found the best one was just the smaller hole in a 2-hole sharpener, because I did try it to gull and it did leave grip marks on it, so they're probably not the best. But any normal size sharpener, you can get them in there. They are square, so they are slightly harder to sharpen because of that reason. I'll just get a darker one for you so it's a little bit easier to see. But they come pre-sharpened, but I know lots of you like to sharpen them yourselves, and they have the names. Unfortunately, I'm not able to read them, but they do have numbers as well, so that's absolutely fine. I know many people do go by numbers or names or both, so they're lovely, and they are a bit thinner as well than I expected, which is good because they're lovely to hold, and they're just amazing pencils. They really are. You wouldn't know they were, well, I don't think the way they colour, they definitely feel like higher end pencils. So they are the pencils themselves. I'll show you what I've done with them. Case is very sturdy as well, which is brilliant. So what have I coloured with them? Let's see. I did test them out briefly on one of my colouring postcards by Clara Markova, and I think because I just got them, I had nearly finished this page, and I think I just tested them out on her hair. So the brown are the Brutfuner pencils. I found that they worked really well on this. This card is quite smooth, and what I've been trying to do is test them out on different papers and see how they work. So they work really well on this. I didn't need a blender pencil. It was just the straight pencil themselves, and they worked really well on that. I then did use them for quite a bit actually on a page that I did in Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsipanegitu. And you will have seen this if you saw my completed pages video. It's this one. So a lot of this was done with the Brutfuner pencils actually. I started off using the Black Widow Monarch pencils, and then I did just switch around and decided to test the pencils out a bit more. So all of the leaves here, both the green and the pink, are the Brutfuners. The flowers and the berries are all the Brutfuner pencils as well. So quite a bit on this page actually, and they worked really well. This is the same paper as your Kirby Roseanne's paper, so it does have a little bit of a tooth to it, but it works brilliantly. And then this page that I'm working on at the moment, this was also a whip in my completed pages video, I am just using the Brutfuner pencils. So I'm trying to do a whole page just with them and see how I think they fare on this paper a bit more. I'm really liking how they're turning out so far. I am using a Caran d'Ache blender just to see how they work with them, because I like everything to be fully burnished down, but they pretty much were anyway. I think the colour selection is great, and I'm trying to see what different effects I can get with the browns, because here, for instance, on the top of the acorn, I put a base of green and then went over with the browns. So it's been really fun playing around with them, and I'm liking this page so far. So now on to the new books that I've got this month. The first one is, of course, Worlds of Wonder by Joanna Basford. I'm so excited to have this book finally. I was very generously gifted a WH Smith voucher by my wonderful cousin Noah, and we had been doing some extra learning bits whilst we were in lockdown, and yeah, it was just a thank you for that, which is really lovely. And so I decided to get this because I wanted to buy something really special with the voucher. So I did purchase Worlds of Wonder, and I'm so pleased that I did, and it will always remind me of that. So thank you so much, Noah. And yeah, I just think it's such a gorgeous book. I haven't started a page in this yet, but I am planning on colouring a page in here whilst I'm watching Joanna Basford's live tour of the book, which is from the 5th to the 9th of April, and it's just absolutely stunning. I'm sure you've seen it. It's so wonderful, and the first page that I know I'm going to do in this is the nameplate page. It's going to be a buddy colour with Jill, and I think it's really nice that we're starting with the nameplate page. It's just absolutely stunning. For some reason the paper seems thicker. I don't know if that's just me. I do have the English edition, the UK edition, and it's just so beautiful and I love it. I'm not going to do a flip through of it, but just because I've seen so many other people's, and I'm sure you all know what it looks like, but I'm very much looking forward to sharing it more on my channel, and hopefully you'll be seeing some completed pictures very soon. Oh, the binding is, as always, very good. The paper is a lovely off-white colour, and I just really like what Joanna's done with this book. There's lots of very unique types of pictures in this one. So yeah, that is Worlds of Wonder by Joanna Basford, and it's the same size and format and everything as all of her previous square books. So Enchanted Forest, Lost Ocean, Magical Jungle, that sort of thing. And then the other book that I got this month, or technically the very start of April, but I'm still counting it. This is Flowerscape, and this is by Maggie Enterios. And I was very kindly sent this for review, and I am in the midst of actually colouring some pages for this. I thought I would do a proper review for it and make sure I have coloured something in advance so that I can tell you what I think. And it's such a beautiful book. I can't wait to do the review of this. So this is what I'm working on so far. I'm doing the daffodil page because I thought, well, we're in the middle of spring, I'll do it. And so what I'm planning on colouring is, obviously I've done the daffodil here, so that's already part of the page, and then I'm going to finish this daffodil bouquet here, and then also colour the trumpet flower, because there are trumpet flowers on this previous page. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to continuing with this. I'm loving how it's turning out so far, and it's just really beautiful. Maggie has done an amazing job of mixing geometric designs with florals, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, hit the camera there. There are some more detailed pages which I will definitely be tackling at some point. It is so lovely, and I can't wait to do a full review for you. So if you're interested, stay tuned. It is just lovely. And yeah, so that is Flowerscape by Maggie Enterios. Okay, so then we come on to some of the supplies that I got. So the first thing was a small cult pens order. So the first thing that I got in the order was this De La Roni smooth heavyweight paper. This is A4 size. I do have some in A5 and also A3. I did my Joker identity piece on the A3 size, so if you might remember that from a while ago, I used Holbein's and Prismacolor on that, so pencils work amazingly on this. And I wanted to get some more because I need it for my crafting, and also just in general it's great. It does go through my printer as well, which is brilliant because I did print off those Joanna Basford freebies on this paper. it's a really nice card. It's slightly off-white and it's really smooth, and you get 25 sheets as well, which is brilliant. Just going to move these over so that I can show you. Ooh. So the other things that I got in my Cult Pens order were some more of the brush sign pens by Pentel. Now 3 of them are replacements because the 3 that I have at the moment are slightly running out, so I wanted to make sure that I have backups for them because I do use them so much and I really like them. They are my favourite pencils for calligraphy now. I think they're just absolutely amazing. So the ones I originally had that I got replacements for were pale blue, pale pink and grey blue, and they do have barcodes and different codes for each of them, I think. Yeah, so that's great. You know what colours you're getting. And then I decided to go for 2 new colours. This is the light grey and the pale brown. So I wanted some more muted colours. I will show you what they look like, although I did show these ones in my haul. I think I got these back in January now, and I've been using them a lot, which is obviously why they're starting to run out. But these are my new ones. So they are the existing colours that I already had. And then the 2 new colours. The grey's got a slight blue tint to it as well, which is lovely. And then the brown. So they work really well, and because of the flexible tip, I'm not sure if you can see that, you can just do calligraphy with them. And I'm not the best at calligraphy yet. I'm still kind of trying to find my own style with it, but it's so fun. And you could also use these in replacement of something like fine liners in your colouring books. So if you wanted to put them down as a base and then put pencil over, that works really well as well. So they are the brush sign pens. I'm just going to make sure I don't get my old ones mixed up with the new ones. And then the only other tool, I guess, that I got from Cult Pens was this. Now this is a Caran d'Ache pencil extender. This was about £3, I think, and I wanted to test it out because I had seen around that there was a Caran d'Ache blender, and I asked about it in a art shop in London, and they said it was about £25, which is very expensive for a pencil extender. And so when I saw this, I was really amazed because I didn't know they did others apart from those really expensive ones. So these are actually really good. They don't fit the actual Caran d'Ache pencils that well, because especially with these Pablos, they are hexagonal, and when I tried to put it in, it does scratch off the paint a bit. You can get these ones in, but for any of them like luminance pencils, obviously they're quite a bit thicker and they won't fit in. But I do find these are perfect for Prismacolor pencils. So I'm not really sure what pencils these are meant to be intended for by Caran d'Ache, but they're very, very good for the Prismacolors, and there's no faffing about with screwing the pencil in either. The Derwent ones, which are probably still my favourite, you unscrew it, put the pencil in and then tighten it to however much you need, and you get 2 sizes, one that's ideal for Prismacolors like this black one, and one that's ideal for polychromos, which is the silver. But yeah, these are really good for the Prismacolors, and you just put it in. It only goes up to about there, I think, so you can really use up your pencil, and they're very good. So yeah, I wanted to test that out, and I really like it. The next thing was a order from a shop called Paper Story, I think it is, and I needed a replacement to Girl Sharpener, so I decided to go for a black one this time because the ones I've had previously are pink and blue, and I just didn't want to get confused between them. So this is the packaging for it. So if you haven't seen a Girl Sharpener before, there are 5 different settings on the sharpener which allow you to have different points on your pencil. So, you know, if you don't want to use that much wood or core up when you're sharpening, say with a more expensive pencil like a Holbein, you definitely want to go for number 1. But if you want a really nice sharp point that will hold with something like a harder oil pencil, you go for more of the 5. And yeah, you just twist it to whatever setting you want, and then it closes as well. And you just take it apart here to get the shavings out. So these are my favourite sharpeners. I think it's brilliant, and you can, as long as they're not blunt, which they do go blunt quite quickly, they're really good. So that's the Tagal sharpener. And then I also wanted to try this sharpener, which is the Kozul, I think, which looked intriguing because it seems quite similar, but actually it is a bit different. It does still have the settings. So the settings are actually little triangles instead of the numbers. But this one's all about the bluntness of the pencil. So, you know, you may want a really sharp pencil for details, but then more of a blunt pencil for background, something like that. So you can see there from 1 to 5, the actual amount of wood that's revealed is still the same, but the actual bluntness of the pencil is different. So you just twist this end cap here and it makes a clicky noise. And then you can choose the setting that you want. And again, you just take this piece off to get the shavings out. So it was something a bit different, and it does work really well. My favourite is still the Tagal sharpener, but I thought I'd give it a try just because I've never seen anyone use it before and I wanted to see how it fared. Ooh. And then the last thing I have to show you are some pens, and these are the Uniball gel pens. So you get metallic and glittery ones, and you also get a fine liner. These are the Unipin fine liners, which I'm sure you're all aware of. They've got a black barrel, and you get a 0.3 with this, which is great because I have a 0.2 and a 0.4, and I actually find that the 0.3 is the perfect width for Joanna's books. If you wanted to draw in her line work, add your own sort of stuff, it's really good, and I have actually done that on a picture. But I'll show you the actual pens. So I've put them in this roll with some other gel pens. These are the 12 gel pens. So as you can see, there's a mixture of glittery and metallic ones. So the glittery ones all have glitter on the barrel, and the metallic ones don't. So you do get a really nice selection. I'll show you the swatch. I just did them on some spare paper, but I'll definitely swatch them in my swatch book soon. So on the left hand side we have the glittery ones. Some of them are showing a little bit better in the light. And then these are the metallic ones. So you can see that some of them match. So the blues and the greens and the purples are pretty much the same. And then the pinks are slightly different, and so on. I really like them. And I have had experience with these pens before. I have the only ones that I have already that are in this set are the bronze one and the silver. So I do also have the gold, which doesn't appear in the set, and I have the silver sparkly one. Let me see if I can find them for you actually in my pencil case. So yeah, we have the silver, the bronze, and then this is my favourite. This is a silver glittery one, which doesn't appear in the set, but you can buy separately. And the gold one, and of course I'm sure you're all aware of the white one as well. I'm not sure if I have that one out at the moment. Here it is. It's the white one. So I think these pens are great, and it's great to have some more coloured additions to the set. So they're very glittery and metallic, and I think it's great that you can get a mixture of them in the set. And when I originally saw these in WH Smith, which is where I ordered them from, they were always just so expensive, about £20, and there was no way I was going to spend that. And then when I saw them, they were actually only about I think it was £7.99, which is amazing in comparison. So yeah, I decided to pick them up, and I'm really pleased that I did, and I can't wait to use them more in my colourings. I have actually already been using them for some embellishing. But yeah, they are the pens. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please, as always, stay safe. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.